Hey guys, Dr. Brian Wickstrom here with River City Chiropractic, and today in this video we're going to be discussing 3 tips that you can do with your lifestyle to help improve your knee pain. So the most common type of knee pain is the degenerative arthritis type of knee pain, and so that's why if you're dealing with degenerative arthritis in your knee, then the number 1 person that you should probably be seeing is a chiropractor. Okay, and the reason I say that is because most people think about seeing a chiropractor primarily for back or neck issues, but the truth is most chiropractors will deal with extremities as well. And so the reason why this is important when it comes to arthritis in your knees, because if your knee joint or your foot or your hip or something that's connected with your knee is out of alignment, it's not going to be moving and functioning properly, which is ultimately going to cause the joint to get irritated and inflamed, which can lead to the pain. And then over time, ultimately can progress and the joint breaks down and leads to arthritis. Okay, most of the time people just attribute it to just old age or whatever, and it has nothing to do with your age. If it was all because of your age, well, how come you don't have arthritis in your shoulder or your wrist or all the joints in your spine? They're obviously the exact same age. It has a lot more to do with your alignment, how things are working and functioning. And so that's why it's super important to see a chiropractor, because just from getting adjustments with your foot, your knee, your spine, hips, that can greatly improve your levels of pain, but also just improve your overall quality of life as well. So number 1 starts with seeing a chiropractor. Number 2 is reducing inflammation. So if you can get the inflammation down, usually when people are very inflamed, they tend to be more aware of the pain, so it increases the pain levels. And so some of the key things that you may be using on a regular basis that is increasing inflammation in your body, a lot of times it comes from your diet. So eating like lots of sugar, unhealthy fats such as canola oil, foods that you may be having food sensitivities to, so dairy, gluten, things like that, artificial sweeteners. All these sorts of foods greatly increase inflammation in your body, being exposed to toxins. So if you can get the inflammation down by changing those aspects of your lifestyle and your diet, then that can actually, even if you have arthritis in your knee, can at least lower the pain, and you can live with that. So the third thing is adding in some various different supplements. Okay. And so one of the key ones that I recommend is bone broth. Okay, and you can make bone broth on your own, which is probably the best way to go about doing it. However, it can take a little bit of time, and it can stink up your house, which might make your spouse not too happy with you. And so what we actually sell in our office is bone broth protein. So it has all the benefits of bone broth. And the reason why bone broth is super helpful is it has collagen in there. It's got chondroitin sulfate. It's got a lot of different trace minerals, magnesium, things like that, and which helps to build up and repair and heal the joint itself. And so this is an excellent supplement to be taking on a regular basis. And it also helps with, there's not a lot of sugar in there or added artificial sweeteners and things like that, which you usually tend to find in other whey proteins or supplements that you may be using. So that's excellent to be using. Number 2 is using like a healthy omega supplement, omega-3. What we find is that incorporating this into your daily diet is very beneficial. It helps to lubricate the joints, helps to reduce inflammation, like we're talking about there. And then the third thing is turmeric. So turmeric is one of the most studied spices that's out there. One of the studies that I'm thinking of in particular, they looked at turmeric, and it helped reduce the incidence of people taking anti-inflammatories like ibuprofen or things like that by 63%. It helped also reduce their pain levels for stiffness and pain in their joints by right about the same amount as well, right around 60%. So adding in turmeric, you can add that in spices into your smoothies, your cooking. You can take a supplement for it too, which is probably the best route, especially if you're dealing with a lot of pain, because you're going to get a higher concentration of the turmeric, and you're going to get more of the anti-inflammatory benefits with that. So these are 3 simple lifestyle tips that you can start to add in to help reduce the incidence that you're dealing with the knee pain and just improve your overall quality of life. So Hope you found this helpful, and we'll talk to you in the next video.